Taurians, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming month. That's October 2022. If you are new here, my name is Justina. I'm a Western astrologer. I follow the tropical zodiac along with the whole sign system in all the forecasts on this channel. So welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. So here this forecast is most accurate for the rising sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign or for your sun sign if you wish. So let's begin. Now, October is a very busy month. We've got lots of different energies resonating throughout the month. Some planets will station direct, others will station retrograde. We've got 3 planets having their solstice this month, and also a solar eclipse along with Mars stationing retrograde in Gemini. All right, so let's start first from Mercury stationing direct in Virgo. This retrograde started on the 9th of September and it will end on the 2nd of October at 24 degrees of Virgo in your sphere of hobbies, creativities and romance. So as with retrogrades, there could be people, situations that came back from the past. If anything new was initiated, it required an extra effort. Now, if you are born during the retrograde season, Mercury retrograde, that perhaps this time was very productive for you, very fruitful. Now, otherwise, for other people, this could have been a very frustrating time, full of delays, things taking a different turn. Now you can take a deep breath from the 2nd, because Mercury will start to move in the straightforward, in a direct motion, and communication, transportation, relating with to one another will become much easier. Now at the same time, Venus will have her solstice, that's your ruler, until the 3rd. So I would say the first 2-3 days of the month, take it easy. Mercury will station direct. Venus will have her solstice on the 3rd, so there could still be things taking a slightly slower turn. So take it easy, be patient, and perhaps you might have some really fresh and bright ideas for yourself, for your life, moving forward from the 3rd onwards. Now here we've got the next event, that's a full moon in Aries happening at 9 degrees of Aries, and this full moon will activate your 12th house. So here with a full moon in Aries, usually this is a good time for doing dealing with things connected to business, and some new ideas, goals, etc. But for you, this is happening in the 12th house, and at this time, Mercury will be in an opposition to Neptune in Pisces. So this is not a good full moon for making any major decisions or changes, but rather think things through, see the pros and cons of any ideas, projects that you want to implement into your life. But at the same time, you will be dealing with some endings, conclusions as well. Not only that this is happening in your 12th house, but also this is a full moon connected to the new moon we had 6 months ago. So perhaps if you started something new 6 months ago, now during this full moon in Aries, you might decide you want to move forward with this idea, this project, or completely end it. So here endings, private life, soul searching is especially emphasized. Now, between the 13th and the 16th, Mercury will have its solstice. Mercury rules your sphere of finances, but also the sphere of romance and children. So here, with Mercury having its solstice between the 13th and the 16th, there could be some delays concerning your financial sphere, especially here with Mercury ruling your 2nd house. So here you will have to be perhaps more organized when it comes to your finances. You might be more forgetful as well when it comes to some transactions. At the same time, you might have some really bright and new and fresh ideas concerning the future of your financial or economic situation. Now, until the 16th, on the other hand, Jupiter will have its solstice. Here, Jupiter rules your 8th house. So at the same time, your financial sphere, when it comes to your any investment, mortgages or loans, might also come under a great review. And here again, there could be some surprises, change of direction related to joint or shared resources or finances you have with your partner or business partner. For example, now here, on the 24th, we've got Saturn stationing direct in Aquarius at 18 degrees of Aquarius. So here, Saturn has been retrograde since the beginning of June. And now it will station direct in your 10th house of career, of words, of your public life. Now, this is great news because especially if you've been working productively and constructively towards a certain goal or a milestone related to your professional life path, now Saturn might really reward you for your hard work, and generally you will see more progress when it comes to your career and professional life. So that's really good news here with Saturn stationing direct. Now, so this is at 18 degrees of Aquarius. Now, on the 25th, we've got solar eclipse in Scorpio at 2 degrees of Scorpio. So this is about some major new beginnings concerning your relationships, business partnerships, new contracts, an opportunity to collaborate, join forces with another. Now, for other people, this could be a marriage or a proposal of some sort as well. But here, this is a South Node solar eclipse, so you will have to leave something behind in order for something larger and greater to begin. So while you will open new doors for the future, for some great new beginnings, at the same time you'll be closing some chapters as well related to one-to-one connections, contracts, agreements. Now here, this solar eclipse might also initiate some new beginnings in your partner's life or business partner's life, since the 7th house is the first house of our partners or business partners. So they might be also going through some major changes, life changes, new beginnings around the end of October, beginning of November. Now here on the 29th, we've got Jupiter moving back into Pisces. Pisces rules your sphere of friendships, group activities, goals, and wishes. So Jupiter in Pisces feels great because Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. So that could be a really good and positive time for you until the 20th of December, when you might get back to some projects, ideas that perhaps you left unresolved, especially the ones that you developed in the first 5 months of this year when Jupiter was in Pisces. So here you might be returning to some new ideas, some old ideas, because Jupiter is still retrograde. So there could be some themes, life themes regarding any group activities, friendships, teamwork, or perhaps any kind of vision map that you created for yourself. You might be returning to those ideas, projects, goals with this retrograde, with this transit. Now here, Mars will station retrograde in Gemini on October the 30th until mid-January 2023, a very long retrograde. And Mars will carry on in Gemini until March 2023. Here, this retrograde starts at 25 degrees of Gemini in your 2nd house. So here, if you saw progress in your financial sphere, but also there could be more outgoings at the same time. Now, when Mars will be retrograde, your financial sphere will slow down, especially from the 22nd, because here Mars will start to slow down before the retrograde, and it will be also out of bounds between the 22nd of October and the 4th of May. So on one hand, any progress related to your financial sphere will slow down in the months to come. So you will have to put more effort. It won't be a good time for just finding new ways to generate more income. Better stick to what you already know and have. At the same time, Mars out of bounds might prompt you to experiment, do things that you haven't done before, take risks. That's very much Mars in the 2nd house as well, financial risks. So you have to be really careful and aware of where your money is going. Do a proper budget, financial planning as well, because the energies will be pretty erratic here with Mars retrograde and also out of bounds. So generally pay attention to your financial situation, even though it might be great, but keep a closer eye, because you might want to get out of your comfort zone. You might want to take more risks than usual overall. So something to generally keep in mind here, but overall stick to what you already know until January, and be cautious. Right, so here we go. I wish you a pleasant month, and until the next time, thank you very much.